Welcome, beautiful souls. Thank you for being here. Uh, Happy Sunday. Whoops. It's a beautiful Sunday the Lord has made. This is kind of a sad song, but it's good to check in with our soul. Today's like a soul check-in day is what it feels like. Everyone goes to church to redeem themselves, to remember life is limited edition. Okay, let's get into it. I do hope everyone's doing well. I'm not sure if you guys can see everything. There's kind of weird lighting. I have daylight lighting and regular lighting. So what was I going to dig into? I want to do this deck. I hope everyone's doing well, having a good Sunday. Let's start off with the angel number, because if I don't do that, we end up missing out on it. Let me get into my live. Let me just revamp here. Okay, so everyone, I hope everyone's been doing well. 635. 635 is our angel number. And let's see what 635 has for us in store. 635. This is going to be a general read. I haven't done one in a while. So 635 is the ascended masters are helping you improve your life. So know that the changes you're experiencing are blessings. Yeah, so there is like forced change here, you know, like people don't like change, but they have to change. And change is good. And that's just the way it is. Let me get into my live. And if you guys want to super chat, but I really want to focus on the messages. There could be an older woman involved. Each and every time I go into my live, there is a commercial for a bra. Could be something about breast cancer. There could be a mother that passed on from breast cancer. I'm picking that up. My condolences. And this today might be a really hard day. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to go with the Moonology card. Those are calling to me. So let's get into that. And what else can we get into? We'll see. This is going to be a collective reading, so just take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. I may say he or she. And flip the roles. I do talk about okay, yeah, some of these songs, this is my wrong playlist. I need to change the playlist because some of these, I want the wordless playlist. So just give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, now here we go. We got the Native American. Or no, Midnight Moon. Midnight Moon and the Moonology deck. There is some emotional energy, okay? That's what I'm feeling. Some emotional energy in the air. Emotions have been stirred up energy, okay? So again, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Today's the 5th, and with that 4, you know, the number 4 for April and 5 combo, it's a 9, and then we're in a 1 year, so it's a leadership energy. But it's like somebody's changing sails. Somebody's changing sails or changing directions, okay? And the reason for the direction is because they feel differently now, right? So the motivation is feelings. Oh yeah, we were getting that not so long ago. Feelings. Oh God, let's see. Maybe it has to do with an Asian country. Thailand. Indonesia, Malaysia, or we could be getting news. I think there's a lot of underground stuff going on with those countries. And our somebody's outside yelling. Shit. Somebody's really yelling in the neighborhood. Sorry about that. And this card doesn't belong here. So the Akashic Records. Yeah, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, and freedom. Oh, hello, Brittany. How come I gotta scale up my... They put my chat like way on the bottom. Anyway, how is everyone? Welcome, welcome. So this has to do with our Akashic Records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, and freedom. So somebody's breaking free, right? We have those open contracts, and then Libra full moon, leaving the contracts. Now we have open contracts, leaving old contracts behind. It means that it's just like, if it resonates with you, take the parts that resonate, leave what doesn't. Your energy can contribute to the messages just by being here, asking a question in your mind. I could be possibly answering it. A time for healing. Oh, yes. Look how beautiful this is. A time for healing, the balsamic moon. Okay. So, yeah, this is like, some people are spiritual and some people are religious. Okay, so my collective is spiritual. We don't necessarily go to the ritualistic meetings, gatherings. That's not really, we're too sensitive for that. Like, we can pick up too much energy. We don't like to share our energy like that. But, you know, if you are, there's no judgment, but it's just, we are a collective that tends not to really go to these things because we know better. But I mean, some people need it. Some people need to go and gather with other people, you know, Age of Aquarius, that's cool. But some people, this is like Piscean. Oh, look at that. Jay Lambert, I'm just doing, well, if you want a reading, we have a, oh shoot, I wonder if I can do this. They messed me up big time. What the heck? They messed me up big time. Okay, let me see if I can get the info. But basically, it's $9.99 for a super chat, darling. And it's $8.88 for PayPal. So let me go onto one of these screens, one of these descriptions, and tell you, and plug it in here, because that way everybody will know. I don't mind doing the reading. I just have to plug it in here for right now. I have time, actually. And it will just be like an energy exchange. It's $10 online. And it's going to be, oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, here we go. PayPal is Ascendedstarz. I'm having a heck of a time. Sorry about that. Oh shoot, did I just check out? I think I checked out of my live somehow. I gotta plug back in, hold on. Again, the old woman in the bra. Sorry about this. Technical difficulties. Now we are definitely having interruptions. You know what I forgot to do is pray. Archangel Michael, guide us. Okay, so super chat is, PayPal is going to be less, $8.88, my favorite numbers. $8.88. Oh, shoot. They fucked with my keyboard and shit. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. How could this be? Keyboard is fucked up. Sorry. I can't even put the numbers in there. Oh, what the heck? They won't let me put the numbers. don't know why then. Okay, maybe shift. No. Lock? No. Insert? No. I don't, see, they play with my fucking stuff. Like, if I, oh, there it went away. Hold on. Okay, so it's 888. I'll have to spell it out. You guys. This is so, oh my God. And all the symbols are off too. Oh my God. This is so annoying. Super chat. They don't want me to make money and stuff. But we're gonna make money. Fuck it. You know, I don't do things for free. That's not energy exchange. We don't live in that dimension anymore. Sorry, my numbers aren't showing. But I just laugh. We'll fix it. We'll fix it eventually. Okay, so your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. I didn't like Sagittarian moons, like Aqua moon and Capricorn moon. But once I started focusing on the energy of the moon and what it represents, which is the 10th house and the 11th house. Well, Uranus is more the 11th house, and Saturn is the 10th house of your career. I always found my moons and Capricorns from that point on to be quite productive. It's just shifting the mind, shifting how you look at it. You know, focusing on what is that moon's energy, and you can do what you need to do regarding that energy, right? Also complemented by the sun, where the sun is at. So hard work is paying off. So you guys are really speeding this along. If you know the goat, you're definitely speeding things along. Well, okay, well, super chat is for one question, you guys, super chat is $9.99, so $9.99. You could just make it a plain 10. Or a PayPal payment is $8.88, and I can answer your questions, darling. Or you can intuitively try to see what the, you know, how the messages come out, and they may answer your question for you. I've been known to do that too. Unbeknownst to myself, they're like, you answered the question. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for letting me know. I'm glad I did that for you. Okay, so let's get another moon card. Another moon card. Don't be confused. Your family will always tell you you're crazy and you're wrong, and they're your ultimate test. Okay. Your lover, your boyfriend will always say you're wrong, you're confused, and they are your ultimate test. Your coworker will try to outsmart you, and they are your ultimate test. It's all about being on this earth and believing in your gifts and yourself. Nothing will come of this situation. Void course moon. Yeah, maybe this could be answering a question here, that you keep fighting against the grain. And when we're young, we're trying to have people understand us, be comprehensive, maybe compassionate, get to a level of the same ground. But guess what? They're constantly taking the rug from under you and laughing, kikiing, and it's funny to them. Okay, seeing you fall, seeing you slip, seeing you like a crazy loca, cuckoo crazy, they love it. Because they know they won. They know that they got under your skin. They effing love it. And they're pieces of shh, because they have such wounded egos. Okay? It's insane to argue with an insane person. Okay? Let's pretend that your parent has dementia. early on dementia, Alzheimer's. They don't want to tell you. They're terrified. They're trying to hide it. They're trying to make up for things that don't exist. They're over explaining or gaslighting, not explaining at all. And you discover this and you confront them, and then you realize, what am I doing arguing with a crazy person? Oh, look at that. The 6 of Scrolls reversed. I believe that's the swords. You have to walk away. Yeah, scrolls is the swords. So you have to walk away from the insanity. Oh, you're okay. So that's what, okay, so you, okay. You have to embrace who you are, my love. Okay. You also have a mind that works differently than the rest, and you have to make that your priority. Get some books, get some videos, get your hands with information about your condition. Okay, that would be a very useful tool. And when you're with the people that know about this condition, you're not going to be crazy. You're gonna learn how different you are from the rest. Okay, there is no right or wrong way to do things. There's just different ways that people approach things. Oh wow, okay. How did I know? Hey, woo, that's a heavy question, my love. Sweet Miss or Mr. J. Lambert, how did I know? Okay. I didn't really know. I didn't really know until I would start, let me put the music on because I don't need everybody to hear this whole conversation here. Okay, so what happened was, I kind of knew, when I first found out about the gift, I was in a very low vibrational energy because I was always being gaslit by my relatives. So I was never really given a lot of kudos. It's like, you should do this or you're going to die and be condemned in hell. You know, it was a very different environment. But I went against the grain and I partied a lot. I was like, I tried college. It's not for me. And I went another route, the career route. The career route took me to Europe. It got me a free trip to Europe, so I stuck to that. And then it got me some more free trips. And then the internet came and the whole damn world changed, because as I discovered the internet, I discovered like gaming way before that gaming came onto the scene. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then I got pregnant right away and became a mom. So becoming a mom will make you psychic. You know, that will make you very psychic for some reason. It makes us very psychic because the reason is because our heart opens up and you end up having to trust more that, you know, Spirit's going to take care of you and your family. But the first way I found out was I was a naughty girl and I would go out to a bar and I was very pretty, so I would flirt and the guys would get me drinks. And let me see if okay, let's do the music. And then, like with the drinks, because they call drinks spirits, they're folks, their spirit guides would talk to mine. And I would say things like, because I've always been gifted with tapping into the feminine realm, the mother energy. Even before I was a kid. I mean, before I was a mother. So I could tap into that energy and I would tell them things. And I thought it would be funny because they would be like, really? Like they're like, you're right. But I didn't think it, I thought it was funny. I didn't take it seriously. And the reason I would do it is to get free drinks. But then I would get like guys that I would freak them out. And then I'd be like, uh-oh, I gotta get away from that one because he's all freaked out by me. But that's truly how I discovered some of my gifts. It wasn't until 25. It wasn't until 25. Because I was burning the candlestick pretty hard up until 25. And then I'm like, I guess I'm going to be here for a while. And then I slowed down a lot. But I didn't have the best people around me. This is Kali reversed. The Tower. Wow, so this tower, you guys have had a tower. Okay, you've already gone through the worst. Look at this. Kali reversed is pretty insane. Okay, so this is reversed. We should read her. Kali reversed. I think I have had the whole deck reversed by accident, but I think we should read her. Why are you saying Mark? Patricia, welcome. You don't understand? Well, you asked me when I was using my gifts. That's kind of like... There was another time that I used my gifts. And it was right before my friend got told that her father was shot and killed in another country. And I knew as they were coming, I could feel the energy. You know, you could feel the chaos energy. And they told the mother, but I already had heard it, like by spirit, like he's gone, like her father's not coming back. So I was there when she discovered that her father had been. She got the news, and we were like around 7 or 8. And that was like a huge change in everyone's life at the time. But that's the first time. Do you understand? Okay, so so you're a guy that loves Lauren? Okay. Yeah, for sure. San Francisco. I grew up in San Fran. So you guys avoided a big tower here. Let me read what this says. I'm going to hold it upright because it's more impactful. But it says the tower, creative and destruction. Creative destruction. Kali personifies the cleansing energy of creative destruction as she restores balance to your life. This card indicates you may be stubbornly clinging to something or someone, a mindset or worldwide view that is incompatible with your quest for self-fulfillment. Therefore, your challenge is to deconstruct this physical or mental architecture, whatever it may be, and move forward. Some find that forging new paths and alerting circumstances is daunting. Kali beckons your cooperation in restoring harmony and balance. The skulls, which are positive symbols, signify transition to an evolved state of being. The lightning flashes from her tongue, her verbal calls to action. The star, no, that's the next card. Okay, so this is, you still haven't deconstructed. Like there's still dogma and theories and philosophies that you're still abiding by. But if it comes in reverse to me, it represents that you don't go by the grain of what, you know, everybody else does. You're a very free thinker. You know, the tower is a Uranus energy. So this is sudden epiphanies and revelations. Okay, let's get into it. Nothing will come of this situation. Somebody's not changing is what it is. Somebody's not changing. Somebody's not leaving. And somebody's like wanting to fight it out with people. Like they it's like they need to prove that they're right. They need to prove something. They have an energy of having to prove something. Divine Child, the Hierophant. Wow. We've never gotten this in this deck. This is beautiful. That is really beautiful. So the Hierophant is number 5. Again, we're on the 5th today. So these are like a divine calling. This is something that you are meant to do. Okay, so the Hierophant is self-discovery. The Divine Child archetype symbolizes your full potential. The child, male or female, is surrounded by reminders of transformation, such as the butterflies and frog. The colors on the palette represent emotions and choices. The scallop shell design represents the many pathways a pilgrim takes in search of enlightenment. They all lead to inner light, divinity, and self-discovery, symbolized by a single candle. Most tarot decks title this card the Hierophant, a religious authority figure. In Chrysalis Tarot, the task of spiritual growth is an individual responsibility that requires an open mind and critical thinking. When Divine Child lights up your reading, you are asked to embrace yourself. Self-acceptance through self-discovery is the way of the seeker and the pathway to destiny. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. We're here. So you have to follow your dreams. Dream Team is here. Oh, yes. We're here. Dream Team is here. Dream Team's on the way. So you might be already developing your crew, your people, or you're moving towards them. You've moved away from people that really don't get you, understand you that much, or support you. 7 of Scrolls. That stole from you. Somebody might steal the way you say things, or maybe even some of your work, like your artwork, some physical work that you do. You're the Empress. You produce a lot of things. You're able to produce a lot of things. You're right in the middle here, producing, being productive. The King of Mirrors. So there's somebody here that emotionally gets you. They want to come in and connect with you. There's somebody that is psychic as well. Like they understand you, or this could be an energy of like you're just meeting more nicer people. 8 of Stones. This could be, okay, so somebody could be stealing your work, your property, or the things that you say at work. If you're an influencer, you might be a mother, or you're just very creative and you can recreate yourself over and over again, and you have a lot of abundance and creativity inside of you. The 4 of Cups. Okay, so you're not quite ready. Look how beautiful. She's got a dove right at her. Can you guys see this? Right at the center. So she's at peace, and she's not really looking. My collective's not really looking for anything right now, like romantic or anything. You're really in a peaceful place. You could be enjoying the quality of life with your children, enjoying life. But you're creating something, perhaps? The Green Man. There's an Emperor here that is very impressed with you. And they seem to be developing as well. So the Empress and the Emperor. Oh my God. You're moving towards your special someone. You're moving towards someone special. Can you see this? I need to put that nail like maybe over here. You're gonna have to, just so you can see it. Doesn't seem to be giving me the best light, but oh well. Okay, so let's find out about this energy. This is beautiful energy, actually. And I have the deck in my head, but I don't think I have it. Ooh. We're getting interruptions. Okay, here it is. I see it. All right, I see it. I found it. All right, so let's find out about this Emperor. Why is the Emperor coming up for my beautiful collective right now? I might have to turn this around, but I don't think it'll work if I turn it around. Will it work? Ooh. Let's see here. Let's find out about the Empress. I mean, the Emperor. So this Emperor might be a King of Cups. He might be a water sign. Or he might be very intuitive. He might be a water sign combo with the Taurus. Or you might have Taurus energy. Yeah, somebody sees, okay, Taurus is coming in strong. Here's the bull. So yeah, you take it how it resonates, but you might have the wheel turning in your favor. This person, yeah, you're very stable, reliable, dependable. You're moving towards a very stable time in your life. What's going on in the outside world isn't affecting you the way it's affecting others. Six of Cups. Yeah, you might be at peace. Some of you are very at peace with the past, and you don't want to go back to it, okay? Some of you already made the choice, and you're not going back to the past. You have healed mother issues, mother wounds. You might have a mother spirit who guides you intuitively and protects you. Eight of Swords. I feel like this is another collective. Or I feel like they tried to put you in an Eight of Swords energy. Yeah, I feel like something happened. Somebody tried to put you in this Eight of Swords energy. But see, it's outside of this world energy that you're in. And nothing came of their situation. Somebody tried to do bad towards you, but nothing came of the situation. Now they seem to be in a depressed state, in a depressed kind of energy here, because nothing came of the situation to try to tear you down, to try to discombobble you, take your harmony away. This could be a masculine that tried to take something from you, tried to mess up your life, try to, what is that? Yeah, they tried to like retaliate because you would not take their offer. Maybe you didn't chase them. Page of Cups. No, Five of Cups. You rejected them. But it didn't go well for this individual. Somebody attacked you for you rejecting them. You're not going for it. And maybe this is like what stopped a Hierophant energy from coming towards you. Now you're ready. You're not going back. You're only looking forward. You're not going picking up the garbage and taking it inside the house. Eight of Cups. Yes, this person's very upset that you walked away from them, so they try to retaliate. They try to like charge, be mean to you. Because you're moving forward. They might have messed with your vehicle, my loves. The King of Wands. Ooh. This could be somebody who messed with your vehicle. What about this person? Nothing came of it. It didn't stop you for long. They thought that messing with your vehicle was going to stop you from moving forward and that you would go crawling back to them, that you would grovel. They wanted you to be very malleable, very down. And in your down state, then that you would look for comfort in their arms. No, it didn't come out that way. Ten of Wands. They now are under a heavy ass burden for fucking with the collective. Yeah, you're getting your Emperor. Okay, this is, you're getting your Emperor. Or your father, who's on the other side, might have seen all this and kicked their butt. Don't mess with my child. Nothing shall prosper against my chosen child. Tell me more, Spirit. Seven of Swords. Yeah, they wanted to steal from you. Something happened with your vehicle. Some of you, they wanted to steal from you. Okay, they wanted to have your affections without earning it. They wanted to bring down the status of your life so you would lower yourself and accept breadcrumbs from this person. The High Priestess. Yep, you knew it. You have a very good intuition here. You trust your intuition. You might be a reader, an influencer like me. Your mother might guide you. You're very responsible, reliable, dependable. The wheel is turning in your favor right now. Things are looking good, okay, for you. But this person's completely out of the loop with you, okay? They just screwed themselves. They just kind of, you guys evolved and they didn't, and the wheel's turning in your favor and they just fell right off, okay? It's like it's like a scab. Like you healed and the scab fell off. The World, yeah, you're in a whole different new energy here with the World. You're in a whole different new energy with the World. Coughing is confirmation for this channel, by the way. So they may not even know where to find you, where to look for you. But they really see you as the sun, like a sunny time in their life, a positive time in their life. Your father's completely got his hands on your fate and your destiny. If he has passed on, he's definitely got that. Four of Wheels. So yeah, so things are moving. This person's now, maybe they're realizing how stingy they were with you. And it's like a pattern that they have, that they just don't give when they should. The Moon. Yeah, they're in their feels. They're in their emotions. They're definitely feeling... Hi. Hi, camera. They're definitely feeling something. Like they miss you. Six of Wheels. And you don't want to see them or give to them. Okay? You don't even want to give a phone call. You don't want to even do a hi, a hello. Yeah, that's the truth. You want nothing to do with this person. Because you see that they were messed up with you. The way they thought, the way they treated you. They mishandled you. They fumbled you. And you're not here to convince someone to be nice to you. Convince someone that you're a special person. That you deserve affection. Yes, and this is how you won. This is how you won. By not sticking around to the foolery. Okay? By not trying to... You just come in, you show who you are. You're the warrior, you're the fighter, you're at peace. Oh my God, you're at peace. You did this without fighting. You're someone who comes in and shows who you are. You do your thing. You don't need to prove yourself to anybody. But this person, they've probably been watching you move, make your moves, and that you don't need to fight. You don't need to defend yourself. Either you love me or you don't. Nobody's trying to put a gun to your hand to do what you don't need to do. A gun to your head. The Empress and the Seven of Wands. So this person is upset that you're not letting them into your Empress energy. That you're not sharing your wealth. That you're not loving on them. Being affectionate to them. When they try to take from you. It's almost like they tried to take over. See, you're protected by Archangel Michael. Yeah, they definitely made you a choice, okay? They chose somebody over you. You might be older. Maybe they went towards the younger person, or vice versa. You take it how it resonates. But this is the Lover's card, and they put the Empress as a choice. They put you on hold. They left you on standby. You're the sit-in. Okay? You're the placeholder. Somebody really recognized. You're moving towards your Emperor, actually. Let's find out. He keeps coming out. I definitely want to find out about him. He keeps coming out. The Emperor. Let's find out about him. Let's find out about this Emperor. We're going to get a little dip into my creative skills here and see what we got with the Emperor. And then we're going to see what the Empress. We're going to look at the Emperor and the Empress. What's the dynamic here between you guys? Okay, your hard work is paying off. We could just move all this stuff. You don't really need it. Oh wait, that's not the Empress. Where'd she go? This is the Empress. Okay. 6 of Scrolls. Okay, they're a little bit different sizes, but they you know what, we got the gist. Okay, so we're going to look at your energy and their energy. And some of this is a little... And I will give you an intuitive read on this energy that we have here between the two of you. So let me just clear up the energy to make sure you get the right messages for each one of you guys. Sorry. Okay, so, and this, geez, I'm sorry I didn't organize this better, but that's what we got. Okay. All right, so let's look at this. Let's look at the guys and let's look at the gals. Do we have everything? I think so. I kind of feel we have more females than males, but oh well. Okay, yeah. Just want to make sure I don't have any males in the female stack. All right. Yeah, we do. We do. Oh yeah, we do. Okay. All right, yeah. All right, we're good. Now we're good. Good, good, good. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so this Emperor, he looks pretty intense. Okay, this might be somebody who has a lot of knowledge. They might be Scorpio. They may be young. They might have long hair. They might be like really cool. Like they're a cool person. Okay, Spirit, tell me about this Emperor energy. What can we tell the collective coming in about this union? You guys are going to be looked at. Ooh, shit. It's power. This person likes power, man. This person is about submission? Control freak. I don't know. That's not the kind of energy the Empress likes, is a control freak. But the Emperors can be control freaks. They can be very... Okay, yeah. Wow. You move slow. Look at that. There's the turtle. You move slow. Okay, you're not into moving this fast. You have a lot of healing to do. Your heart is covered. Okay, your heart is access denied. Star UFO. Thank you. Oh my God, I love my collective. Thank you. Yeah, like access denied. We're not. And look, you have like look at this interesting. You know how the Nephilim angels have like eyes on you. Are very protected. It looks like you're very protected over here with that angel eye. Angel eye. It's like you're the angel of God's eyes. And they give you the 411 as to where you're going to open up your heart. To who? Yeah, they want you to just be in nature. They want to surround you with nature. They want you to heal organically, is what it feels like. And this person, it like wants to control the men that come towards you or something. Like somebody has had a good time like controlling who comes towards you and stuff. This is a very weird emperor. Like he's it just feels like he's followed you from a past life. Oh my God. So this could be a young person, but they use their power for like their selfish needs. And I mean, who else? Why else would you use? They're not. This could be a young emperor who intimidates other men or something. Yeah, that makes sense. This could be a very young emperor who intimidates other men. And he's learning how to use his powers. He's learning. Very interesting energy, this emperor energy. Okay, so yeah, oh my God. OMG. This person is waking up fast. Okay, they're learning to, right now they're clearing space. They're clearing their energy. An adult child. I didn't see your message. Oh, yes, arch enemies, ancient. Okay. How young? Well, I mean, like, you know, in their 20s. This looks like in their 20s, early 20s. This could be somebody who is clearing. I see the frog here. They're clearing, they're learning to clear their energy better. They want to gain control of their kundalini, their lower chakra. But look at them, like they're also studying. They're studying. They're like, oh, I want to be spiritual. I want to be able to have my empress, you know. They might go both ways too. Like I'm also getting that. Oh my God. So you're coming in as somebody like, don't mess with me because I'm close to the edge. You might have Scorpio. You might have Capricorn. Libra coming in here too, like the scales, like but yeah, with the Libra energy you might have a lot of feminine qualities here. You might be older, you might be pro LGBT, but you may, I don't know whether you dibble or dabble. Like I that's another thing I don't like about religion, because some people who are LGBT, they've been messed with, and, you know, to tell them, well, you have to be with, you know, a different partner or whatever. And you know, I don't feel that's the right thing to do. Like, that's the way I feel. Like, you can't force people to say you must be attracted to this gender or not. I think that's incorrect. But I don't feel like, you know, I don't know. I just feel really weird about it too, because I feel like men take advantage of that whole thing too. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This is your energy. You're very focused. You're healing your heart. You're on a new look. You're on a new journey. You're on a new journey here. Like, it's organically happening for you. You've pushed it along by saying no to the wrong things, to the darkness, to the saying no to the darkness and yes to the light. And you're getting your energy's raising higher and higher. His vine swings both ways. Yes, Thank you, Star UFO. You got me busting up over here. Yeah, this person could have been tampered with, though. You know, I don't know. This person could have been tampered with, so they go both ways. But maybe the collective at some point went both ways. I don't know. Look, yes, look, Gemini energy. Oh my God! As I was saying that, there could be. I mean, with both of these coming out, kind of one back to back, there could be like you could be very nice, and Tarzan and Jane, you could be very nice, and then like you have another personality that switches it up. Like you could be a professional 1 minute, and then you could be a mother the next. Like you might have to hold a lot of hats, or you could see through people. You could see through people. You might be the high priestess energy. You could see through people. Maybe you're Gemini. You could be very fiery. You know, you could be a lady in the street, a lady in the streets, and a freak in the sheets. I don't know, but you know, very proper. I don't. That's a very interesting energy. Wow. Wow. Okay, we're gonna layer this up. So I'm gonna get some. I'm being guided to get some astrology, actually, to find out a little more, to dig into this Emperor energy, because he is, yeah, he swings both ways. Maybe you come across like you could swing both ways. Maybe, but you're not really that way. Maybe you love women, but you're not, you don't want to make love to a woman. I'm sorry. Oh, oh, that is so sweet. Oh my God, what a blessing. Okay, so you're looking at a Sagittarius moon person. Wow. Yeah, they definitely could swing both ways. The Archer. Qualities of Sagittarius moon are adventure, intelligence, and optimism. You are inspired by anything that provides you with expanded knowledge or is fun and exciting. You love traveling, exploring the world, and meeting new people. Your energy is free-spirited, active, exuberant, and ambitious. You have noble visions and are able to carry them to fruition. You allow yourself to take daring chances, remaining positive whatever the outcome. Your thoughts are philosophical, open-minded, worldly, and independent. Your easygoing attitude encourages others to explore unlimited possibilities. This person definitely, this person like has been explorative, okay? They have been explorative. They're trying to inject themselves. Like the commercials, they're always so intrusive. It's like I'm getting close to the message to you guys, and then the commercials come to intrude on the energy. So this person's explorative. And you know, who's a Sag is Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is a Sag sun. And you know, from what I know of the Sag moons, they could be quite freaky. Like they could be freaky deaky. Definitely freaky deaky energy with this masculine, okay? We're getting the Sag moon. So I guess the word is explorative that keeps coming out. That could have been them in their younger times, but now they're reading. They are, you know, because Sagittarius is about faith and spiritual things, adventure, philosophy. This person might be opening up to like more intellectual matters. Okay, we got Virgo moon for the Empress, which is purity. Wow, these are total opposites. Now, this is a feminine energy. It's intelligent, helpful, reliable, determined, sincere, analytical, meticulous, and honest. Qualities of Virgo moon are intelligent, responsibility, and communication. You execute everything with a great care. You are a deep thinker who enjoys good discussions and fact-finding. Even if you have to dig all night long, you have a natural connection with the earth and animals. Wow. That goes with this energy. Okay, so your energy is logical and industrious. You are knowledgeable and informed. You learn lessons from everything you experience and then make improvements on your life. So you're constantly improving, and this person is exploring. So this person learns through their exploration and their experiences within this exploration realm, okay? Now, they could be younger, or they have a young spirit to them, a young way, okay? And here it says, your thoughts are comprehensive. Your meticulous range of knowledge provides valuable archives of information for the benefit of others. So you like helping others. You're somebody who's of service, but you're more like, don't touch me. You're more like the cat. I'll come towards you. I'll call you. Don't call me. Okay. So this is, again, I mean, the first card up is her heart. Her heart is secure there behind her arms, and she's got a turtle. Okay, so this person needs to cleanse more. So your Emperor is going through a cleansing stage. Like, they maybe need to see the difference between the freaky nasty in the sheets and the pure higher vibrational in between the sheets. This is a okay, so we did that. Now we're going to go into this, the Kipper. The Kipper Tipper. Yeah, this is interesting. So let's move these aside so we can get more info on these energies with each other. So this person needs to grow. Okay, they need to grow. I mean, they could be from a past life, but and you might have an age difference. You hear the coughing is confirmation, y'all. Okay, those are a heck of good coughs, heck of good confirmations in the background. I need to put that on my bio. Okay, courthouse. Wow. Privileged lady. So this person might be dealing with court issues, or it's a 23 and today's the 5. This person could have put you in court. Yeah, they want to come back. Wow. This is somebody from your past. They could be Libra, but they definitely want to come back to that goody goody. Ooey, 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 gooey, gooey. They see that you they see how you like yourself, and they see how you treat yourself like a privileged lady, okay? You're not lowering your vibration, and you're liking yourself more and more. Look, and you're moving towards true love. So you like with these relations, so you might even like to be friends with someone before you actually do the deed. That could be Virgo energy. Or if you're anything like me, your guy friends fall in love with you and you get really pissed off because you're like, we're supposed to be friends. That was me when I was younger. I couldn't stand guys liking me when I'm like, the only reason we're talking is because you're my friend. Thoughts. Yeah, this person wants to come back. They think about you and coming back. You also have a mature man here. Wow. I don't know if this is, it could be one and the same. It could be a mature man, but if you're anything like me, you really don't date mature men after you had a child with one. You were done. Screw the mature man. Like, yeah, well, you're a wish come true. This could be your ex. Actually, this could be the father of your child. Maybe that's what it is. They're the father of your child. They're coming in as the Emperor, the father energy. What the heck is going on? Or not. That's just the pathway. They see that you're the wish come true. That they should have chosen you. Somebody could be married with somebody else and they think of you. and they think of you, but they can't come back to you because they're married. But they just fantasize about you, you know, and how their life could have been different with you. Message. You block them. They can't even message you, my loves. They can't even message you. Yeah, they're confused. They left you confused. Heck no. Yeah, not knowing what to do. They wanted to leave you confused, not knowing what to do. But you're now stable. You made good choices. And you're standing your ground. You're coming out of, there's the commercials again. You're coming out of like a time of hibernation where you had to heal from the pain, from this person's anxiety, the anxiety that they try to bring to you. Okay, so this just, see, Spirit's not letting them come towards you. This could be your father, official, like the spiritual official person of who's guarding your love life right now. And they're like, hell to the no. You're not coming back towards my collective. It's a no. You got to deal with me. Yep. There's a spirit guide here. And this will resonate if your father has passed on. It could be your grandfather. You know, it could be a loving uncle. It could be somebody who's not in the 3D. Who's trying to get you to go somewhere and to have like higher expectations than what you experienced, because you're the star. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to take these and I put them there, but yeah, that definitely you're supposed to be coming out. This person like doesn't want you to be seen. Look at that. Spirit is protecting you. This person does not want you to be seen. You might be heading towards like a lot of popularity, a lot of notoriety as the privileged lady. You have something that you're creating. It's very peaceful to you. Okay, you're at peace now. This is another thing. We just had that other lady or man, I think it was Jay Lambert, was talking about how do you know if you're gifted and all this stuff. Well, I got a download that I feel that your ex was an agent of chaos. And they just did so much stuff that made you so confused that you didn't know your left from your right, your up from your down, and now you're back on track and you're at peace. You might have grown up with a lot of chaos in your life, and this person was representing this chaos that was coming to you. You know, a lot of hot mess energy, a lot of trauma bonding, a lot of just that kind of stuff that you had to heal. And this person, they could be Capricorn, by the way, because old people is represented by Capricorn. So this could be somebody who just doesn't like your peace, and they want to come back and make you discombobbled, make you confused, and exchange their energy of that for your peace that you have. So be very careful. Yeah, you would be taking a huge gamble. Wow. And yeah, you would lose time. You already lost a lot of time with this person. You'd be losing more of your precious time. And if you're getting older, let's say you met them in your 30s and now you're in your 40s. That's a whole decade that's gone by, okay? Let them waste time with somebody else, not you. Stolen money. Yeah, they're on demon time. Thank you, Burning 144. She spread many lies. She's a mess. The ex-wife, yeah. That's a big issue. The ex-wife. They're asking you to be real strong at this time, okay? To continue kind of being icing them out, you know, like be stronger than, continue to be strong. You're very powerful. That's probably why they're attacking you. That's probably why they're trying to come back towards you. Cut them off. Woo! Cut them off. Okay, so now I feel like I need to get my my blue box of truths. the blue box of truths. Yeah, and this song, it reminds me like the Sahara Desert. So there's a time here where you're going to feel very alone, not supported, or you're only supported by spirit. And you're supposed to lean into that more, okay? Okay, let's see. Einstein, weak people seek revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. Bingo. They want you to ignore this energy. They do not want you to give it the time of day. This might have happened in the 2000s, or this person might be traumatized from the 2000s, okay? They never healed. Someone knows they're toxic, so they kind enough to stay away. Oh, so this person has been staying away because they know that they're bringing in toxicity. They're not bringing anything good. They may still be trying to attempt attacks. I don't know. Wow. Okay, so this person, when I said they're adventurous, they fantasize of a foursome and ready to convince a girl to go along with their friend. So they're up to no good, okay? They're up to like just their main thing is corn, okay? That's where they get all these ideas to go and live it out. All right, so they are still drugging. They're a very warped soul, okay? Just like the 200 angels that came down from the heavens because the women on earth were so beautiful, and then they wanted to be with them, and then they condemned the women. That's where the Medusa story must come, because they condemned the women for these magical angelic beings coming down and doing their sprinkle magic, hypnotizing people, women, and then they blame the woman. Okay, this is an evil witch hunted down, playing in 2 territories, ambushed at home, messing with very high up badass motherfuckers. So this person might have gotten themselves involved with an evil witch who hates you. Has done some illegal stuff in theft. And they weren't caught for it. So this person's also a thief. They like to steal, okay? If they like to steal, they'll steal from you. It's time to be you, okay? You're protected to be you. You're protected. They love your energy, okay? There's so much abundance. You see how the light comes onto this Gaia card? It just keeps saying there's so much light and abundance with the Empress energy. She's still pretty at 57 years old. Oh, that's beautiful. Tired of waiting, taking action, moving with justice. Yeah, you're not entertaining. You could see this much more clearly. Okay, we're really able to see behind the disguise. You cut this person off cold. They do not want you to entertain this energy. This energy wants to come back towards you. Sheeple mentality, not to be needed, a follower, not a leader, easily enticed, swayed, and led away. Yeah, I mean, they don't really have like a higher calling. They're just glad to be part of a foursome. You know, they're like, yeah, let's just swap couples or whatever. That's their claim to fame. This is nasty energy, I'm telling you. This is heavy, dense, nasty energy. Okay, so now we have Jupiter in Cancer. Mothers who were absent, who know how to guilt shame their way into your life. So this person might have mother issues, okay? Their mother manipulates them, and as my friend would say, their mother likes to carry their balls in their purse for them. They have no balls, okay? I don't know if that makes sense, but let me lower the volume here. Yeah, never did work. These are these women that they pick that they don't know how to cook, okay? Who the hell marries a woman who doesn't know how to cook? All right, you're going to take her ass out every night to dinner? For every lunch, every breakfast? Give me a darn break, okay? they're very good in the bed, but they don't know how to cook. What can I say? Touch not my anointed ones. That's you. Okay, you're divinely blessed. You are not to be messed with. This person is gonna really get it if they try to mess with you. Life is short. Break the rules safely. Don't break your own heart. Yeah, break the rules. Don't break your own heart. Like if you know somebody's maybe an ex-convict, maybe a thief, maybe a cheat. Like you know these things, and yet this is the dichotomy of human nature. We know certain people and we still fall for the BS. We still go for it. They're going to change. They're going to be different with me. Yeah. No. That's a very narcissistic quality. Like when you're brought up with narcissistic or covert narcissistic people, you might see them do nasty things to other people, and then you think to yourself, oh, but they would never do that to me, until they do it to you. That's the scary part about narcissism, is that if you're brought up in a family like that, you can see a lot of nasty stuff, and then you don't think that they'll ever do it to you until it's your husband they're sleeping with. Okay? It's crazy. You wish somebody would. Yeah, you're like, I wish you would. Equal opportunity destroyer. She could cook chicken fingers. That's it. Well, that's one dish. Yeah, you're like so strong now that you're like, I wish somebody would, you know, because you've seen like the destruction, or you've seen what happens to other people. I remember my neighbor came and mopped right in front of my door. Last time she tried to come out to like my area. And next thing I know, I hear one of the sweetest neighbors. He's very, very gentle. Like, you know, he's with his man, you know, he's with his man, but they're both really sweet. And I like their dogs and everything. And so I've spoken to him, but he was ripping this woman a new a-hole that I was like, what did this woman do? Like, I know she had the capacity to make people upset, but like to make this gay man really like give her a new a-hole, like really. So when they try to attack you, when they try to go for you, when they try to bring like bad stuff towards you, it's gonna mess them up. It's not gonna mess you up. It's gonna mess them up. And that's on them. Like that's how spirit teaches them not to come into your energy. Like you're not someone to play with. You're not going after anybody. You're staying in your own lane. Like, I'm in my own house. Why are you cleaning in front of my house? Like, go clean your own spot. Go clean your nasty place. Does not see you working, so assumes not so positive activities are likely, and is likely to say stuff not knowing the truth about you. You are a very mysterious person. Okay, yeah, you're a very mysterious person. You don't explain yourself. We don't explain ourselves to people who don't need explanations. Okay, the other day I had to tell somebody, this woman, she's was saying, yeah, you know, I said somebody's name wrong and they really got on my case. And I was like, dude, like, ignore people. Why in the world, unless they're paying your bills, why would you sit there and take abuse? But a lot of women are taught to be nice. Oh, you must be nice. Oh, you must, you know, say the nice things. You must be a lady. You can always be a lady. You could be a lady. You could be a gentleman. But you don't have to take crap. Okay? You don't have to take abuse. I can't wait to go out on a special date with you and impress you. So you're moving towards people who want to take you out to special places. Okay? You're the type of individual that people save their money to take you out to the real nice beachfront restaurant, or the one that's at the skyrise. okay? They want to impress you. That's who you are. You cut this loser off who wants to come back, sees you as a wish come true. Oh, they're watching you. They're watching you. They're watching you, and they don't like what they see because you're not giving them attention. You're not feeding into their ego, okay? And I feel like they left you for someone else. I feel like it's not your fault that you're not paying attention to them, but they went to entertain somebody else. And yeah, the one who persists wins. So this person thinks that if they keep persisting to come towards you and watching you and finding out when the right time to come in and pop up on you, because you cut them off, their ego is so bruised. Whoever you messed up, their ego is bruised, okay? You're very much a healer. You're only 26 years old. You were dating a 57-year-old and you're only 26 years old? Is that right? Wow, there's hope for all of us. I'm kidding. You stopped explaining yourself. Yeah, nobody even listens. Bingo. Only 26 years ago. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Now they want to listen all of a sudden. Yeah, they never listen. Exactly. They only listen when you cut them off and you say, no, I'm done. I'm done. Boom, bye. And then they're like, oh, wait, I want to listen to you now. You're a healer. This is Henrietta Reed. The blood type was used, her blood type was used in vaccines. And so everybody has a little bit of Henrietta Reed in them because she wouldn't die, I guess. You know, she had like amazing blood. I found this out in school, TCM school. And it's really amazing how there are people here who are much healthier than others, like, and then they duplicate it and duplicate. You hear what they're doing with the meat, right? They're taking the cells and then duplicating the cells. And so we're eating duplication of blood, of meat cells from 2018 or 2020 or something. And like, it's not, I don't know. It's very weird. Anyway, I don't know why I went off on that, but I just think it's freaky. What sign are you then? What sign are you, if I ask? Bad judge. Ooh, bad judge. Oh my God, look at bad judge. Maybe this person was a bad judge of character, or they're getting a bad judge from the karma. Like they don't have a nice judge helping them because like their karma's following them. You're a Leo? Oh, we love Leos. I just did the Leo reading. Yeah, darn Leos. So sexy. When you have attachments, you carry one or more of the deadly sins. Okay, this was reversed. And I still have to, I put lust and greed, and there's 5 more sins that I need to put on there. There's gluttony. I don't know if you guys can help me out with that maybe. But, yeah, Leos. We love Leos. We love Leos. Where's my little thing? My dinger fell? Where is it? Here it is. Whoa. We love Leos. All right, I'm done with these white cards. They're already, I'm bored with them already. Let's get into some more messages. So this person wants to come back, huh? They see you as a wish come true. And they're very adventurous, and they like to star in corn movies with foursomes. That's their big claim to fame. Damn. And they're going to get a bad judge because they've been doing too much. Spirit, can you give us the 411 regarding this situation? So this person's not letting you move on, is what it feels like. You cut them off, and their ego is bruised. You're the privileged lady, and you have maybe people, more than one, admirer who wants to take you out on a special date and impress you. Seduction. This person, okay, this could be this person who wants to take you out on a special date, but it says they may lose. They don't have the Five of Swords. Oh. They won't be having victory. They might think that they want to take you on a special date or whatever, but they're not going to be getting victory or getting laid with you or something. Like, they're not getting a reconciliation. Remorse. Five of Cups. Yeah, somebody wants to really make it up to you over here. Manifestor. It's because they did magic. This magic backfired. Delayed. Delayed. And they have bad intentions. Oh my God, they had bad intentions. They did magic that backfired with bad intentions for you. Is this a shapeshifter? Yeah. You could be dealing with a shapeshifter. You could be dealing with a shapeshifter. So you could see somebody very similar to your person everywhere you go. They kind of shift. And then like when you left your person, like you with somebody else, but they might have been different looking or everything, but they acted like they kind of still had similar acting like qualities. I mean, like your ex. Mediocre, unskilled. Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing. To whoever they went for the magic, they didn't know what they were doing. Hesitation. And what is this? They want a new beginning with you, but they can't start their own new beginning. Okay? I can't read my own writing, but yeah, they're in a place where they're the full reversed, so they're not getting good beginnings. They're not able to generate a new beginning. This person has experienced stuff too young. Okay, so they didn't have good role models. They've experienced stuff too young. Oh, now I'm getting sad because that makes me sad about a lot of these men have to deal with stuff too young, and then they get on a bad path. Not stuck, clearly see. Okay, so they're realizing that they have to heal this part of themselves that experienced stuff too young. Okay, they know that. They know that they're a handful. But they want you to accept them that way anyway. They're really trying. Maybe they might be mentoring or going to some other masculine meeting groups or something. Stagnant, not interested. Maybe they're not interested in anybody else but coming back to you. Like I just heard Lionel Richie. I'm working my way back to you, babe. With a loving world inside. Disconnect with someone. They need to frickin' disconnect to someone. They might have somebody who keeps them stuck, that keeps going back to them, saying, you're my wish come true, let's do it over. And they might give this person a chance, and that could have been what broke it off with you. Because once you met, you were the one for them. You're Emperor and Empress. But they went back to someone from their past. They might have married that person, and they're stuck thinking of you. They're thinking of you because, yeah, there's a lot of deception here. They still don't know how to come with the truth because they have a massive need to control the scenario. They want to control everything. They want to control. They don't. Okay, so this is an extremely insecure person. They go back to somebody from the past who says they love them, they want them, and this person basically just wants to use them because they're their little Raggedy Ann and Andy, you know? They're their doll, they're their toy. Somebody uses this man much easier. They're able to control them, and this man feels like that's love. Like they feel like because somebody comes up to them and says, oh, you know, maybe they say I love you in bed, Maybe they know how to twerk and do it really good. Maybe they chase them. This person is chased, and that's what they think is love. This person, the masculine, is really aware now that somebody used them because they were with an empress. They were with the privileged lady. And they made the choice to leave the privileged lady and go back to the raggedy, schmaggedy, raggedy Ann and Andy. Could be a best friend. It could be somebody pretending to be their friend and then it turned into a lover. Could be somebody that they had left and then they went back and say, I still love you. Yes, following old ways, no change, and they got entrapped. They got entrapped there. Could be a workmate. Yeah. They got entrapped. And these towers are falling. Now they feel entrapped in this connection, but they're not able to abandon the old relationship. So it just seems like a lot of dreamy energy from this masculine. And he's just getting older and older in this scenario. Okay, they've taken it even to court. Like somebody might have filed divorce papers. Or they could be divorced, but they argue like cats and dogs. No competition, no challenge. Okay, so there's a masculine that's completely awakening to like where they've been, okay, and where they want to go, but they're still in there's something about they're still in the connection, there's still entanglements. All right. Meanwhile, divine feminine is getting away, moving forward. Yes. And she's not heartbroken. Okay, she's not heartbroken. This came in reversed. So you've been healing. He looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo with black hair. Ooh. Yeah, and a lot of the big trend, too, is like these men are hooking up with their workmates. They're kikiing, high-ing with their workmates. Strong willpower, goal-oriented. Your goal is nearly attained, is what it says. Oh my God. So you were off, like this person took their foot off the pedal coming towards you because they had so much crap going on with somebody that they entangled themselves with from the past. Hallelujah. I praise these people from the past. I really like them because they keep these chaotic energies entertained, too busy to come and mess in your energy. Because if they had all the time in the world, they would be messing with you. And you're a healer. You can heal fast. But not fast enough that where this person's focused on you all the time. Anything else for my divine femmes? Releasing of fantasies. You have your feet on the ground, okay? You're not fantasizing about false truths, pies in the sky. And you're very creative and passionate about what you're doing, where you're going, okay? You might have a crush on someone that kind of lights your fire. Light my fire, light my fire. Yeah. They're going through a cycle of sorrow and pain. They're showing their ass. Thinking of you the whole time, though. That's the weird thing, is that they're thinking of you. Ew. Like, they know they chose wrong, but they're stuck with someone that they went back to, okay? And they're paying hell for it. Let's get some more of these now. Let's see. I feel like it. Now I feel like I'm back. Okay. Prince of Flies. Daniel was the praying man. Help took 21 days. Archangel Michael, cherubim angels. Prince of Persia. Something's going down in 21 days? Or something already, because this came in reversed. And I've been getting Daniel a lot. The praying man. This man has to pray a lot to get away. So this person went towards the Prince of Flies, who is, they seem harmless. So they went to it like a dark Jezebel energy. They got completely, they might have eaten something that, the cherubim angels. So like the angels know that this masculine was tricked, but it could be because you really tried to trick the feminine who was not deserving of this energy. Also, it could be that the masculine cannot be coming close to the feminine because they have an attachment with the darkness. You've made peace with the darkness. She's very codependent. So they're attached. That's an attachment. That's a Jezebel. That's a narcissist. You have to get burned to remember what it feels like playing with fire. Okay, my feminines, I think this is you. You got burned, okay? This was like playing with fire. And you took a loss, but you're coming back, and you didn't choose revenge, okay? Success is the best revenge. You chose yourself. You chose to heal. You didn't want to go tap for tat, okay? You chose to rise above it, and you chose to cut this person off. They're a huge gamble. You cannot be going towards this. You chose self-love. This person was a confusion monster. They can't message you. They can't find you. Okay, you're the privileged lady. Really interesting. Really interesting. Let's get some more of the tarot and see what we get. And you're living well. Yeah. This person, Prince of Persia, brings confusion. And when you have flies somewhere, that's dark energy, dark entities, okay? You don't need flies and mosquitoes and stuff. That is bringing in the darkness. That's bringing in the riffraff. You're balanced, okay? This Libra full moon has got you balanced. That's why we have been getting open contracts. You're not contractual with anybody, but somebody is. Somebody owes someone. Somebody's trapped. They can't get out of it. And in the next 21 days, they will be fighting for their life to try to escape some kind of turmoil. Love. Yeah. This person probably doesn't have self-love. The masculine didn't have enough self-love. They couldn't recognize it. They needed someone to love them more than they love themselves. Destiny. They changed destiny. Yeah, and the divine feminine is with the I am energy, the Aries energy, okay? You appreciate yourself. And Lilith, Black Moon Lilith. They're in a freaking... Black Moon Lilith is in Sagittarius. This is definitely the masculine, okay? So they were wooed by the sex. And maybe they impregnated someone. And maybe they have a karmic child. And they're tied to that for the next 18 years. 21 years. They changed their destiny when somebody came back into their life and told them that they love them. This is crazy. The Grand Poobah. Thank you very much, the Grand Poobah. Oh, you're so funny. Wow. So this masculine went and changed his destiny, and he wants to come back to you and dump all his crap on your doorstep. They're watching you. They're watching you from a distance in regret that they treated you like crap. But that's not your problem. Let's get some more oracles. Yeah. They messed up big time. What do you want to tell us? They're lost. They lost their way. The lost compass. They lost their way, my friends. Getting back to integrity. They need to have integrity. Yeah, they see you vibrating. She hid his child. My God. Pieces of work. Oh, commercial. No, 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 no. You're learning, okay? They need direction. They're taking direction from a female here. They're doing what this female wants, probably because she says she loves them and sex. Yeah, you do not have any obstacles. You removed the obstacle. The main obstacle was this masculine, and they've been trying to stop you, but they now they can't put a stop on you anymore. They are so delayed with their head up the butt of whoever they went back to. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. This lady might have tried to pretend she was like a influencer or a reader. Well, this came in reversed. They have no gifts. And they're not growing. I don't even know where to put this. They need to detox, repairing the body, mind. This masculine needs to detox, repairing the body, mind, and spirit, because they have all this nastiness from this person. And they have a lot of pain that they haven't transmuted. They haven't been working on themselves. They've just been sexing it up and having babies with somebody that's very toxic. Yeah, and the stars are aligned for you. They left you enough time to align yourself back, to heal yourself back. Stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. Okay, so you are very in tune with spirit and your ancestral realm. Because this person left you alone, and your ancestral realm is getting you into the halls of the Akashic halls, the Akashic spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. You have passed the test. Yeah, they really put somebody on a pedestal, but they hadn't finished with you, and you and spirit hadn't finished with you. You might have been like going through a time of transition. Okay, you might have been in your transitional time, and it was hard to see and be the leader with somebody that was toxic, who was low vibrational, who wasn't who didn't energy exchange with you. They weren't reciprocal. You only had to pour into them. And then this ex came along saying, oh, you know, I miss you, and we were great together, and it's too bad, you know, you moved on. And then this person thought that was love. Order of Mesoclint, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. This person wants to give up on this situation and bring their light and their healing and their love over to you. But I don't know if that's gonna... Stars in the sky, limitless possibility. Yeah, and you're like being guided by just your faith, your trust in spirit. It's very, like, you haven't had any help up. Nobody has assisted you. Crazy energy. Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. They can't heal with this person. They're lost in space. They don't know where to go. They have love that has not been reciprocated the way that they thought it would. This is a very codependent person. They said that they could do the things that you do. Meanwhile, you're doing it and you're not asking for help or needing anyone or proving. You're not even having to prove yourself. You just do it, like Nike. Caterpillar. Okay, so they wanted to take your opportunities. Okay, they didn't like that you were getting opportunities. They wanted to take those from you. They wanted to take your sacred contract. Bitch, you can take the sacred contract. Take a loser. Take them with you. Take them everywhere you want. Put them on a leash. Nobody freaking cares. Keep them. They wanted to, yeah, protecting the future. Dragon's Horde. This might be Year of the Dragon. This some dragon that got taken away from your life. Protecting the future. They can't protect the future. Okay, they're stuck like chalk with this person. They got legal matters with them. They're going to be old with this person, and they're going to be old watching you have success. Oh, you're homeless, honey. I'm going to pray for you. I'm sorry. I was homeless. I was homeless at 8.5 months pregnant. And when my baby's father took me to Hawaii and knelt down, but he fell over because he was drunk, I had to say no. Because I just saw him as another person to take care of. And I said, you know, I'm not going down with the ship. Yeah, that didn't happen. This person's a stranger to you now, my collective. This person is a stranger to you now. You would be like shocked maybe when you saw them. Maybe they're bald, okay? We talk about the bald man here a lot. But this person, like their energy would spook you. Like it would be like startling. If you, like it would be not good. Like you'd be like, what did I ever see in this person? But they've gone, I heard they lost their looks, okay, because they've taken on all this energy that this other person has. For God's sakes, they do foursomes. Ew. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. You're a wise person who makes good choices here. And even though you may not be with someone, you're abundant and you're moving towards abundance, okay? There's an opportunity here, and you embrace the light and not the darkness. So this is energy where this person can only watch you right now, but they cannot come in and meddle with you. Yeah, they can't come in and meddle with you. Yeah, please work it out. There's a place here that is $600. I just met the lady. She's renting a space for sleeping for $600. You can reach out to me. And I'm in Los Angeles. I don't know if you're in Los Angeles area. And it's a good neighborhood. It's a residential neighborhood. I don't know these people, but that's the last thing. That's the last info I have, because everything is, and she's not going to ask for first and last month or anything. So if you want to reach out, it's crazy. I know. Okay, so let's see what we get here with you guys. I just got that info last week, so hopefully she hasn't rented it out. You're in the East Coast, Georgia. Oh my goodness. Humid land. I don't know anyone in Georgia. I went there for the IDOS convention. That's when I found out about the gaming world and everything. But I don't know anyone in Georgia. Structure. So now you're learning to have more structures. You have a backbone. This is what this tells me. Divine Feminine has a backbone, and she's not cracking her back for nobody. That's, yeah. You might want to take the vitamin D and K2, your bone structure. You might want to, you know, drink molasses or carobs, like to help with the essential minerals, to help your bones. You're very illuminated, okay? This is my divine feminine energy. It's coming in lovely. You're strong and illuminated, and you probably help others. You're probably somebody who helps others. This is St. John's wort, okay? John has been coming in. That name has been coming in like nobody's business. So this might, somebody's name might have been John. Interconnection. Yeah, you're connected with yourself. Like you're really tuned in, tapped in, okay? This person, they give away their energy, they dilute their energy, they have a lot of sex, they probably drink. They're like go with the wind type of energy. They don't really have much discernment, resourcefulness. I think this is you. I call myself Miss Resourcefulness. Aloe vera. I love aloe vera. Somebody needs to stay hydrated. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Maybe pH water, maybe coconut water, maybe aloe vera. Might be very useful for you. Make sure it doesn't have cornstarch. I mean corn syrup. Subconscious. This person is not connected to their conscious. They work from a pain of the subconscious, okay? They're very unaware. They like maybe a lot of DRUGs. Maybe they like to numb out. Yeah, you have protection. They know. This person knows that you're protected, okay? That they can't come and touch you and hurt you or do anything to you. Everything that's coming along, like even being homeless, carless, jobless, these are all lessons that you are truly being chiseled by the Lord. And once you pass these tests, you will not allow yourself to get to those places again. You didn't learn the lesson. You have to now pick up where you left off, that you refuse to do the shadow work. And it's going to seem like you're starting all over again, which you may be or may not be. But when, and this is my theory, when the masculine wakes up, they don't have that upper body strength for no reason. Like they can go fast on this journey, but they fall hard because lust is their ball and chain. Poison ivy. Yeah, they'd rather be in poison ivy. They don't take caution. That's the problem. They don't take caution seriously. They laugh at the devil's, fire. They take unnecessary risk. And there's women that allow them to take unnecessary risk, There's women that allow themselves to be in the company of these masculines and take unnecessary risk. But a woman does not have to be in that energy if she has boundaries and she knows who she is and she doesn't just go by the flow. She doesn't just let things happen to her. She reclaims her power. Devil's club. Yeah, she hits the devil with a club. It's almost over. God bless you. Power 8, electrolytes, water is awesome. Yeah, emergency. Exactly. You've been craving figs for weeks. Oh, those sound yummy right now, those figs. Get yourself some figs. Give yourself that treat. You deserve it. You deserve good, healthy things in your body, my lovely. Brenda Lee Bowden, welcome. Yeah, we definitely pray for you to get a house. We pray for you to have a safe space for your creativity and for your nervous system to regulate itself with healthy, clean water, food, ambiance. I saw pets. I saw animals around you. That's funny. I just felt animals around you. So I don't know. You might have a gift with animals, sir or ma'am. Burning 144. But yeah, you might be very sensitive with animals. So your life purpose is different now, because ever since you met this person, they completely changed your life purpose. You were going one direction, fully confident that was what you were going to do. You met this imbecile, fell in love. They went back to their ex. They left you cold, cold, cold. And you had to heal. And now they realize that they don't want to be with that ex. They want to come back to you, but you're on your life purpose. And this is called the shooting star. You're a shooting star right now. You're in shooting star energy. My God, confirmation. You're in shooting star energy, and you have to be conservative with your energy. Okay, this is ginseng. Go with the flow. Oh, I love clover. I love clover in, okay, we'll just tell you later. And it's because of your good decision making that you're moving up, moving on up. And you've passed these really challenging cycles because people have been doing rituals. But you get past these rituals because you're able to let go. Like you're not stuck on material goods like your car, your job, your home. Okay, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. We cannot be stuck on certain things, unfortunately, because we get tested, like Job. So you have a lot of strength now. That is not. It's your. What do I hear? You are getting over these obstacles, okay, that seemed insurmountable in the past, but now you have gained the clarity, the insight, and the know-how. You're getting the downloads. I feel like this has to do with a lot of self-love for the masculine. They need to love themselves. They can't rely on women or other men or other individuals to give them the love that they lack and that they're unhealed from. They don't want to see. What happens with the masculine is they don't want to see caretakers, caregivers as bad. So they go with the flow and they allow stupid things to happen because they don't want to take the scales off their eyes. Okay? They might get used to toxic love too, because that's the kind of, the type of approval. Like, oh, well, mom likes them, my family likes them, they seemed real nice, blah, blah, blah. They go with whoever the family likes, not who their heart really desires or they're turned on by, or they know that they're good people. So that is that energy. There's no stronger energy than love. And you must have self-love. Let's see if this has anything to do with the past life energies. Let's see if this has anything to do with the past. Yeah, that's good. You might have some Scorpio in you. Oh, there's a card here. It shouldn't be in here. I just felt it. Yeah, here it is. Occupation. Somebody watches you and they see you love what you do, okay? You're good at what you do. You might be an influencer, a channeler, a reader, inspirational speaker of some sort. Or your occupation is changing. What's going on here, Spirit? Find your peace. That's your power. Exactly. Find your peace. I love that. Unrequited love. Yeah. So you channeled this energy that they didn't have love for you. Somebody faked their love with you, and you have channeled it into your occupation. Okay. Some of you might be 34 or 43. Yeah, the angels. See, this was at the bottom of the deck when I got the card. I mean, the deck. That card was at the bottom of the deck when I got it. So the angels are protecting you. And that was man's rejection is God's protection. That was a form of protection. Okay, that rejection, and communal living was there too. So you had to learn to maybe live in a smaller space. Maybe you and your kids were displaced, and you had to learn to, maybe it was the community you were in. You had to move the community, or this person went back to their community and they have communal living. This person was not emotionally available for you, okay? You are a loving, giving, kind person, and this person was holding from you, withholding their affections, but they were giving it to the community. They were community DICK. Hi, Lioness of Gaia, welcome. Mr. Jim George, welcome. Oh my God, there was a high priestess that they went to in their community. They were giving, they might have been part of a CULT and you didn't know it, but you're protected by the angels. Yeah, this happened in a Celtic life. You might have been part of a Celtic community, but in this life, you have a different occupation, a different purpose. They wanted you to have like a one group mind set. That maybe that's how you were in a past life. You were part, because that's how you had to survive. But in this life, that's not how you are supposed to be. You're a high priestess in this life, and maybe you were a high priestess into this community in a past life. Wow, that's crazy. Ships. Oh my God. So you could, I saw a video like this where the Vikings would come and take the nuns. And if they were older nuns, they would set them aside. But then they would take the young nuns, put them on ships, and sell them off. Oh, this is so sad. And then the ceremony, they would sell them to the, and they would be like a second or third wife. I don't know how you call them. I forgot, there's a name for it. But they kept those women that were from the nuns because they knew how to sew, they knew how to cook, they had a lot of skills, they had a lot of education. But they would okay, so you might be a very spiritual person, and this could have been a community who enslaved you to them in a past life. They can't, because the Vikings would just come from the water and come on, and then come to the monasteries and hijack everybody. They would kill the priest, hijack the nuns, kill them right there if they were older, or if they were young, they would put them on these ships and take them back because they were knowledgeable. They knew about childbirth, they knew about many things, herbology. But they were treated very badly because the first wives would get jealous of them. You know, they I don't know what happened, but this is a very weird reading. Persecution and Inquisition. So this person, you could have been captured in a past life from the Vikings and the Celtics, and you had to learn their culture, and you had to like maybe get impregnated by them and everything. But you were persecuted in a past life. It was never really love. God, this makes a lot of sense to me. Yes, this person, like, you could have seen right through them. You could have seen that they had issues, that they didn't deal well with anger. And you might have created an escape plan in your head, like, I need to ease out of this situation. I can't just escape. I can't just leave because this person's a little volatile. Transportation, yeah. They left. I think they left and went back to this community, right? That's how they went back to this person, because they had been left. They left because they left somebody with unrequited love as well. This could have been somebody they worked with. They went back to somebody they went back to some kind of job or something. They moved back. and maybe they work together, and then this person's like, oh, I have, you know, they had an affair. It's what I'm getting, some kind of job affair. But that was a good thing for you, because that gave you the opportunity to leave and make your way out. This was in the biblical days. Exactly. You must have been a nun. Oh my God, this is crazy. And the Vikings hated the biblical people. They hated them. They would like hurt the nuns, and they'd say, where is your God now? They were weirdos. They were, this was pagan. This is somebody who doesn't believe in Jesus, doesn't believe in Mother Mary. This is someone who believes in other beliefs. They could even, you know, like demonology or whatever. Yeah, they wanted to imprison you. If you were invited to their place and it was like out of the state or many miles away, they would have imprisoned you. Or maybe they managed to get you caught up with the law. That's what they did. Because they were able to do that because of all this karmic past life connection. This is crazy. I know this is crazy, but it makes a lot of sense to me. So just take what resonates. Yeah, Atlantis. This has been going on for many, many lifetimes. Okay, so you have Mr. Dingaling, who likes to spread his swing both ways and spread it all over town or whatever. And they just want you to like accept it. This has been going on for a long ass time. Yeah, you don't have to accept it in these days, okay? You're a blessing and you learned a lesson, and you don't have to put up with the crap this time around. My God. Yeah. You know what true love is like. You know what true love is like. You don't need... Okay, Asia. Well, you could be like me. You have a lot of peace, a lot of zen. You work hard. You love on people. You have healthy relationships. You're illuminated, and you don't take it too far. Okay, you don't burn the candlestick at both ends. You know the meaning of the word moderation. You don't push it to the limit. Yeah. You're spiritual. You're not religious. That's what I said at the very beginning. You're spiritual. You're not religious. This could be because you just weren't raised religious or whatever. You're not a hypocrite. Yeah, you might have had to grow up fast, okay? And you believed in God, but you didn't have a formal education in schooling with God. You don't need it because you're a high priestess. That's how you learn. That's how you got your skills, through some of this energy of feeling orphaned or feeling abandoned. You had to grow up fast, collective, and you know how to forgive. Okay, you don't hold on to grudges. Because you learn from these connections, whether they're your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your co-workers, your ex-lovers. You're not here to give revenge. You're here to live your best life. Because holding on to this revenge, holding on to the angst, holding on to the resentment, it's too much work. It's too much work. You're light, okay? You have peace. I love this. I love this for you. Exactly. Jesus is my father. He calls me Yeshua. Oh, thank you. Someone is from there too. Ding is from Atlantis. Who's Ding? Who is Ding? Huh. Interesting. I don't know who Ding is. Okay. You might be a mother. Your children love you, adore you. You've been through a lot. Your mother might be very special to you. Most of our mothers are. Not everybody has a good relationship with their mother, but let's get some of these and then a crystal card. Really lovely reading today, because I feel like there's so much growth that's happened for my divine feminines, and the masculines are getting there, but they still have a lot of work that again, they can speed once they get on track to the work. Okay, they're gonna move fast. They'll be, because a lot of this energy, the divine feminine had to do it first, so it's not like it can't be done, but it's a one woman or one man job. Okay, you can't take anyone on your healing journey. Everyone has a unique healing journey. So let's see what we get here with these messages. What else do we need to know on this beautiful day that the Lord has made? Hello from heaven. The veil is thin. Okay, you have a lot of people who are looking at you from the other side. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they've been sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. You might feel lonely, but you have grandparents, you have passed on uncles and aunts. Heaven is feminine. Just ask. You need, I've gotten used to doing this because I have a lot of mediumship abilities now that I don't refute or I don't question. But you know, when my father passed away, I have now conversations with him, and he helps me. He guides me when I'm on the road alone and I don't know where I'm going. But now my grandmother has been coming in, and I've been asking her for her guidance and her help, and she comes in. So this is about you asking for help, and your own ancestors can help you, okay? They had their own gifts too. Be sure you don't ask the ancestors who were crooked, though. Those are not the ones you want to go to. You want to go to the ones that loved you, adored you, and you felt the same for them, okay? And some of those could be badass. Like they may be, like, you find out in adulthood that they did what? Like they were good at what? They treated so and so how? Like you might find out later how intense their energy was, but it's kind of good for you on the other side, right? There was a reading I did for somebody who passed on, and he was good with computers. And I said to the client, I said, you know what? I think he's working on messing with the computer of the person that you have an appointment with, because he wants to help you. I mean, I really felt like he was going to manifest something for her. But it says, there are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of divine source, your loved ones, friends and guides, angels and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I often go to the mother and father of the difficult people in my life. Now they're passed on the other side. And I say, you know, you created this person to be this way. So I need you to help me with XYZ. Because that's on you. But I don't take responsibility for things I don't have to take responsibility for. I've learned to ask for help, which has been one of my hardest lessons, asking for help. I do not like to ask for help because I'm not weak. And it's not implying that I'm weak. It's just something that nobody was around when I was a kid. I'm an only child. I had to figure out this shit on my own. And then I do it on my own, and then every fucking buddy copies me. I don't like asking for help. I can figure this shit out. But I have to ask for help. Sometimes it's just, I have to ask for help. I don't like it, but I do it. Gratitude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Waking up with the attitude of gratitude. God is so weird, the way that God has been working in my life. What did I get the other day? Okay, so I get into like making, you know, doing the pots and plants, potting the plants and things like that. So my plants were getting bigger and I needed bigger pots. And I was like, gee, I need some bigger pots, but I don't have the money to pay like 26 for the big pots. Blah, blah, blah. I found 3 all at once. Like, spirit is really weird. Like, they'll just give me the stuff right, like it'll just be in my peripheral. It'll be there after I ask for stuff. It is insane. I can ask for whatever, you know, when it comes to like my home environment. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel really lucky that I have spirit on my side. A lot of help. A lot of help. So just ask and wake up with gratitude for what you do have. You get more when you take inventory of what you have and you say, oh, I'm thankful for my light. I'm thankful for my candle. I'm thankful for my doves. I'm thankful, you know, for my cards, blah, blah, blah. And then you get more. Like just giving thanks to the obvious things brings more. Just show up. Yeah. God is indifferent to most things. Yeah, and that's how you get love, when you're indifferent to love too, which is funny. Intuitive nudges. So these masculines are waking up to the intuitive nudges that divine feminine has already been lavishing herself in. Uncle Chuck was a 32 degree. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Something's going on with Uncle Chuck. He could help you then if he's a Mason. Whenever you're in those tricky situations, he'll know what to do. Delta Force ancestors. Damn, you're so funny. Intuitive nudges. So these masculines are really tuning into these intuitive nudges right now. This week is going to help them balance if they really take heed of these intuitive nudges that are coming through. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. I see the masculine wearing t-shirts, I'm spiritual. They don't say they're religious, but I'm spiritual. Okay, you're spiritual. Divine feminine, there's a lot of listening to be doing. You might be listening, you might be in tune with this masculine right now because they are trying to tap into their intuitive gifts. And these masculines have gifts that become suppressed through lust, through the sacral chakra. And as long as that's keeping active in that, you know, because I just see like a red fireball, and if it's always on fire, they don't have to look for the gifts, the intuitive nudges. They just go from the wrong head, right? The wrong head is motivating them to make moves. But now they're trying to tap into their actual head, their third eye head. And it's activated right now. It feels very activated with all the Aries energy and Aries sun. It's forcing them to look at that inner child because it's the first house. So it's really forcing them to tune into those younger years. Air one, breathe. Okay, so divine feminine is now being guided to go inward and to just take it easy and breathe. Okay, she is the light. She's trusting herself more. Look, and he's trusting. Oh my God, I didn't even look at this. The divine masculine is trusting this connection. And they still want to stay connected. Okay, so this is like a spiritual connection coming on. That the masculine is really showing up with some gratitude. Attitude of gratitude for the divine feminine's energy. So it almost feels like divine masculine. There's a divine masculine that's waking up, getting more in tune, really trying to ground their energy, not work from the sacral chakra as much, open up their third eye, and open up to the veil, the thin veil of their ancestors, trying to help them, okay? Their ancestors is not a dark spirit. If it comes in as a dark spirit, that's the one you don't want. Because ancestors, there could be family members that try to come in and fool you, is what I get. So, yeah, the masculines are healing by receiving from spirit right now. They need to trust that spirit loves them and that they don't have to hustle, steal, lie, or cheat. Or, because I feel like the karmics, they steal and lie with them because they feel like that's control. They can control these karmic-y people. And, you know, or it could be tit for tat. Like, oh, you're going to do this. You think you're smarter than me? Well, then I'm going to do this. Like, it's just a competitive energy. And here they have to learn to receive from the ethers. This is not something tangible. This is something that is knowing that you are loved, knowing that you can give love, and knowing that God will lead you in the right direction towards the right person to love. So this is trusting the process, and that's what they've been lacking because they always want to be what? In control, in control, in control. So you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. See the masculine? You were dealing with a very selfish masculine. I mean, they just saw you as like somebody they could take from. Like I just heard, what's her name? My Apple Tree, Erykah Badu. I just heard that song. What is that song? The Apple Tree song. Here we go. It is Erykah Badu. Oh my God, I love this song. I have some food. Not that edible food. No. I have some food for thought. Infinite. Oh my God, yeah. Night. Nothing happens, Sarks. Yep. So this song, oh my God, this song got me through. Okay, so they're finding, I don't know how to explain it, but they're finding out that the divine feminine has a spiritual type of food that can feed their soul, and that they've been hungry for that food for a long time, and they can't tap into that type of food to find out who the real divine feminine, who's the real divine feminine. Please stand up. Please stand up. Don't want to get down with me. You don't want to pick from my apple tree. Okay, so this person, so they like, so the masculine is ready to take, right? But they're taking from the wrong source. And they think, see, what they did to you happened to them. They ended up thinking that this other person was going to love them, but this other person just took from them and didn't give to them. And they fell for the okie dokie. And now they're realizing that they really did you wrong because they had done the same thing to you. And now it's payback time. And you're not interested in this individual. You're more vibrating to another masculine who really is working on themselves, who really is there spiritually connected to you. They're learning to trust in the divine walk with spirit. Oh my God, this is crazy. Apple tree, want to get down with me? So yeah, again, this comes down like to the very beginning of Adam and Eve and all of that. So somebody didn't see that you were giving to them. They put priority on a different type of giving. They want to stay connected. What's been going on is that, like, the reason you haven't met anybody is because this other person's been wanting to stay connected while they're feeding someone else. While they're feeding their energetically, they're feeding someone else, but they want to hang on to your energy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so I think I'm done because that was really deep. This person, they're in the dark night of the soul. They're in the dark night of the soul right now. And they have to love themselves before they can even come and approach divine feminine. Before you can even like communicate with each other, like notice each other. Somebody has to dig deeper to love themselves and then trust the process. And they've lost connection to you. That's why we keep getting open contract. Because you're getting set up with somebody who's really connected to you, who could really honor your energy. Okay? I almost feel like you're getting a badass spiritual warrior, but he is healing. And these are two different energies, by the way. So I don't think it's that first energy. I think that you're retuning your vibration to be receptive towards this newer energy. Let's get another card of these. Okay, I think I'm done here. This has been intense. Transformation. Pluto, exactly. It's very transformative. Sacrifice, Neptune. They wanted to sacrifice you, but you're not the sacrifice. No, sorry, buddy. You're not. First house, the body. You're back on track, okay? Love your body. This has nothing to do with how big or small you are or your age. Sagittarius, I see. Okay, have faith. I analyze. Yeah, think more with your logical mind than with the emotional aspects, because that will mess you up if you're with the emotional. Yeah, some of these Saturn returns are Pluto and Sag generations. So these Pluto and Sag generations are going to make us see a lot more than we have in the past. And there's a change with the eclipse happening. So I don't know when the eclipse is going on. I have to figure that out. But the eclipse clips things away. It cuts things out. So there's a big change here of how somebody was holding on to divine feminine energy, holding on for life, and they can't. It's going to be clipped off. Divine feminine is going to be with her divine masculine, who's going to be able to be there for her in that realm of spiritual love coming. Mars is going to head this up. Mars is going to head this up. Mars is heading it up. 5, maybe in the month of May. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of May info. A lot of May, I don't know, maybe May info. It's all going to manifest more in May. A lot of these connections are going to be in the 3D in May, the Earth season. And right now, it's just they're spiritually getting together, spiritually working it out in the ethers. I keep getting such weird info. Okay, much love and light, you guys. If you have a question for next time, I'd love to answer it. If not, I'm going to continue with my zodiac signs to get those out of the way for the month of April. Until then, you guys have a beautiful night, a beautiful day, and Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. Much love and light, you guys. Take care. Please give me that like. I appreciate you. We pray the burning 144 finds a home. We really want you to have the stability you need to keep healing. You're a Sag. Oh my God. Feel big pulls for Lusher. Oh my. Yeah, you guys, Sag is in Lilith. Lilith is taking you back to a mother energy or a feminine dark energy that you have to overcome and heal. That's a big one. And I'm praying for you guys because it's a tough one for Sag. But you guys can do it. Pull through. We love you. Have faith. Trust. Take care. And don't forget to subscribe. When I hit the 600 mark, I'm going to be giving 6 free readings, by the way. So we're very close. So I'm hoping for it to happen tomorrow, because if it happens tomorrow, those free readings will be happening at night. Heads up, because I'm very close to the 600. And for every 100 I make, it'll be like 6 free readings for 600, 7 free readings for 700, and etc. until we reach to 20K, and then we'll just have some other thing going on, some other promo. But by then, okay? God bless. Have a blessed day. I'm sending you so much love. Kisses. And thank you for being here, my tribe. I appreciate you so much. So much. Let's give it a ding. It's been fun. This has been quite a journey. Have a blessed day, night, or evening whenever you see this. Take good care of yourselves and your loved ones. Peace out.